Howdy, stranger. Outlaws, bandits. Today I'm bringing you three fascinating tales. A story about sweet revenge, a medical anomaly, and a man with courage and honor. Curious to hear what you guys have to say about it in the comments. And as always, see you guys on the other side.
What's your I went full psycho mode story? Here's mine. I was 7 or 8 years old, and there was this kid in my class who always annoyed me and tried to make me angry or get me grounded. One day, the teacher left to get something from another class, so she left us completely alone. As soon as she closed the door, the boy started insulting me, and I couldn't resist the urge to beat him. For context, I was probably 10 kilograms heavier than him, did boxing, and loved MMA, so I already knew a few basics. As soon as he approached me, I shoved him to the ground and caught him with an amazing triangle leg choke. I just released all my anger on that poor dude as he tried to get some air. I was like a snake that held tighter every time he tried to escape. 5 people had to intervene before I choked him. Still remember his red face and bloody eyes as he got a gasp of air for the first time in a minute or so. It was fucking glorious. He completely stopped annoying me after that point. Sorry for my English. It's not my native language. So, what's your crazy story?
Well, stranger, as they say, revenge is served best with an amazing triangle like choke. Other than that, I'm proud of you how you handled the situation. It could have gotten much, much worse. And you could have actually beaten up the kid pretty badly, seeing your knowledge in the martial arts. Yes, you got your revenge, but don't let that go to your head. Now you know how to fight. Use that knowledge accordingly. So don't try to initiate fights or don't try to be the cocky person. Well done to you. Kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. It's not like one of my psycho stories. One of the crazier ones was I was about 4 years old. My cousin was 1 year younger than me. We were in the living room with my granddad. My granddad passed out. It was a Sunday. My granddad just passed out completely. There was a 5 kilogram bag of flour lying around pantry. Within half an hour, me and my cousin just covered everything in the room. Like, imagine covering everything. Even your granddad is fucking white. Like, neon white, flour white. We got the beating of our lives from our grandma about 35 minutes later when she came in and saw the carnage. Damn! Outlaws, bandits, I'm curious to see and hear and read all your crazy encounters and experiences. Leave them in the comment down below.
I'm a medical anomaly, non-fiction. I have one of, if not the rarest form of birthmark in the world, and nobody understands it. If you've never heard of an angiokeratoma, I don't blame you because nobody ever has. To explain concisely, there's a patch of my body where blood vessels have all grown and clustered together. The one I have is the rarest type of angiokeratoma, to the point that there is no name or classification that correctly describes it. There are no documented cases of an angiokeratoma quite like mine, anywhere. Medical journals, case studies, online, nothing. When I had to have my first surgery for it, I had a literal panel of doctors, all excited just to get to see my foot, because none of them had ever seen a birthmark like mine. No one in my life seems to understand just how unusual it is that my birthmark is both through and around a joint, that it will never stop growing. Most stop at around age 12, and that I need basically regular surgeries to correct it and retain the ability to walk. I know this may not be the perfect subreddit for this. I just needed to be able to say this somewhere.
Stranger, I would like to congratulate you for being a unique individual. However, I'm sorry that you need to go through pain to correct or even be able to walk in trade-off to being this unique. On one hand, I'm completely happy and grateful for you that you shared your story and I came across your story. And I'm pretty sure that even the outlaws and bandits eagerly awaiting further of your story or further of your tale.
1 week from now, I'm going to text my crush after 1 year of waiting. Non-fiction. I met my crush at work. She was a client, and in a weird turns of events, I got her number. For context, I've never had a relationship, and I'm not a good-looking guy, but she's stunning in every way possible. So when she gave me her number, I couldn't believe it and thought she was just being nice. Turns out she wasn't, at least I think she wasn't, because she engaged in the conversation and seemed genuine. I asked her out and she agreed. During our date, she told me she wasn't feeling ready to start a new relationship because hers ended a month prior. I kind of expected it, since we had so much in common and good chemistry, and I agreed to that. After our first and only date, she started to change. She didn't text me first and gave dry answers, so I asked if there was something wrong, and she told she didn't feel it was right to keep going as friends. I asked if I did something wrong, but she said no. I didn't know what to say, so I accepted her decision. I basically told her, good luck with everything, and she did the same. Almost a year went by, and I still think about her. So I decided that next Sunday, I'm going to text her and see how it goes. I tried to just move on, but she seems so perfect, and I feel that I didn't get a closure to this story. Now, every time I see a girl, I just automatically compare them to her, and she always wins. Wish me luck, guys.
Well, stranger, it seems like you're in quite a predicament. After a year, I think it's really a good time. Well, maybe it's a little bit too late. You need to expect this. But after a year, it gives her enough time to put everything past her. But on the flip side, since you guys haven't been talking, don't get your hopes up. I wish you the best of luck. And since you managed to take her out once, who knows, maybe second time. But don't get it mixed up for being feelings from her or the feelings being mutual from her as they are for you. As you mentioned, you already dated a few times. So if you're seeing that person in the person that you're dating and it's not working out, I commend you. That's a really noble thing to hold out for your lady. But need to be realistic. So what if she doesn't pick you, or what if she's already in a relationship, since from what you're saying you haven't really been in contact with her? At the end of the day, stranger, I wish you the best of luck, and I have a feeling you can pull it off. Hope you enjoyed today's episode, stranger. If you did, consider joining our band of outlaws and bandits. About time I ride off. It seems like they're gaining some ground on me. Until the next time, stranger, try to keep yourself out of trouble.